We're live now? Cool.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of Let's Grow Pulling. Monday night, we're in the basement here of the Beer Money Pulling Team Cave. Brandon, I'm Jason. Ryan, raise your hand. Why do we hide Ryan? You're the
I don't know.
prettiest one out of all of us, too.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Well,
yeah.
you're not that ugly. I mean, that's how it goes. So, and Brandon sitting down there on the end. Just Labor Day weekend, guys. Want to do the show? We're gonna do a live interview tonight with Mark Hawthorne, one of the guys behind the Little Green Giant, Deutz, at Light Limited Superstock, as well as the Big Green County Fall Nationals, and that's a great event, Ryan. I know you've attended it in the past, and
Yep.
it's an amazing event.
I think the last 2 years now.
When you see what they do for that community and the truck and tractor pulling, it's so organized. They just do a really good job. And I know there's a lot of great events out there, but the ones that I get to go to, and it was been Badger State Pull of the Year now a couple years in a row.
At least 2, 3 maybe in a row.
And they start pulling at noon. I think we start this year, and it's a great event. We'll talk to Mark about that. We took the weekend off. The Remedy's got 2 pulls left with the Beer Money Pulling Team, our 4.1 Limited Pro. It sucks because when you're running points, we just said we're just going to finish out the point season. We're not going to do it. And if you're watching live on Facebook right now, we're doing the show live at beermoneypulling.com, and you can chat with us. Ryan, did you turn the chat on the website, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm checking right now. So
you can chat with us on YouTube at beermoneypulling.com, or you can chat with
Chuck's
us.
checked in.
Chuck's checked. Hey, I havened heard from Chuck in a while. Is Chuck still living?
Yeah, I saw Chuck Saturday.
Talk right in that mic, Brandon. So I want
Yeah, I
people to
saw
hear
Chuck on Saturday.
He's glad that Brandon's still alive.
you. Good. How much did you drink? And then that you can chat. The website's turned on too. They can chat with us at the website.
I'm getting there.
Okay. If you click on the
No,
form
we
down
don't
there at the
want
bottom
this.
right, it'll turn it on for you. It's where it says email us. There you go. And then just go sign in, or click on that. Yeah. And then go to log in. So anyway, we're getting the chat turned on right now, so you can chat with us, ask us questions. If you want us to plug your event or anything like that, be sure to please do that. We'll be sure to plug your event. But again, we're gonna get going. We're gonna call Mark Hawthorne about 7:15. So once I'm gonna let Ryan get the chat turned on, just enable it up there. Hey, now we can chat with us at the website. So we're live right now at beermoneypulling.com. Again, you can see us, you can hear us. Hopefully if things are working well. And that always makes us happy if things are working well. I'm not going to lie. Hey, people are checking in now. Where we got people watching from?
We got Leavenworth, Indiana.
Leavenworth, Indiana.
Ferryville, Wisconsin. Westerville, Ohio. Brookings, South Dakota.
Cool. So guys, got to spread out a little bit. So why don't we have so go to beermoneypulling.com, guys. You can check with us on there, and that's what we got going on. So
in Wisconsin.
So we got people joining us right now at beermoneypulling.com. We're watching everybody come rolling in. Ryan, you got any new states yet?
Wisconsin. No, it looks like just Wisconsin. Burlington has checked in.
Burlington's
Or that
in the house.
region.
That region,
so,
yeah.
So we might have the casters. We don't know.
Yeah, it might be. Or Tony Romo.
Or
Maybe Tony
he has
Romo's
some time on his hand right now.
Yeah, he's broken again. So, he's
Marshfield on there. Maybe Leonard's watching us.
Yeah. They had a good weekend with the all bucked up tractor.
Yeah, second place. Ridgeland.
Up in
We'll get
Ridgeland.
to that.
So why don't let's do Brandon's montage of Brandon, take over.
All right. Saturday, I was going to go down to Brooklyn, Wisconsin, which is Greene County, an hour and 10 minutes away. I ended up 3 hours away in Mendota, Illinois.
Did you get lost or what happened? Ryan, we
A
got to pick
couple
on him a little bit.
couple of our Badger State 3.6 guys.
Shout out to
So-
Anna from Midwest Truck and Tractor Puller. Did she
Yeah,
get
shout
married
out
yet,
to Anna.
Brandon?
No.
Did she get hitched? Did she get married the weekend, Redneck Rally weekend?
I don't know. Can we get Joe
Anna.
McCloskey up with his jet engine tractor?
That'd be cool.
Oh. Well, it sounded like he had a video right off the get-go.
Now when Joe gets going down here, it's going to kind of sound like a giant vacuum cleaner going down the track. Whoa, Joe McCluskey! for Joe, going to put him out of bounds and disqualified. Rick Harnish, our first puller in class, will have first puller's options.
Okay.
All right, so we had a technical difficulty there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a good thing we don't get paid to do this.
Yeah.
We're doing this for fun, but yeah, we got to get this figured out one of these days.
let's
Why do
watch
we lose that stream like that? That's weird.
It's just a matter
It's
of where,
internet.
where the sources of
drawing it.
pulling.
Okay.
This is taking a lot of, even with just a standard def camera that's not even showing
Yeah.
standard def picture. It
Okay.
takes a lot of
A lot of gigabytes
connection. So we
Lot of
should be
gigabytes.
seeing it pop back up.
over there.
No,
Over there?
video output low is low.
Huh. Well, that stinks. Let me see if. Did you guys turn your Wi-Fi off on your phones? Was that
I did.
I'm not connected to your.
Okay. Re-download anything, right?
I'm just going to. We're gonna. Yeah.
So.
We
Yeah,
should
so
be back here.
all right, guys. Sorry, we went back. I went back live on Facebook. Let everybody know that we're back. Sorry about the technical difficulties. We're trying to figure this out. We need everybody to go to beermoneypulling.com, watch the show. Colin Wilson likes turtles. That's good. You just put that on here. I don't know what that has to do with pulling, but he probably wanted his name shouted out, so I understand that. So beermoneypulling.com is where you can watch the live show. And Brandon, do you want to pick it back up?
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna play it back to where we lost it, was with
Yeah.
the back and pawpaw.
Okay,
here.
so let's get back to Brandon, and then we'll call Hawthorne.
Take two, strike down.
Now when Joe gets going down here, it's going to kind of sound like a giant vacuum cleaner going down the track. Milwaukee. Whoa, rough luck for Joe, going to put him out of bounds and disqualified.
These guys didn't tell the people that.
Rick Harnish, our first puller in class, will have first puller's options.
That's
This
in
is
Pawpaw.
That was
Yeah.
Pawpaw?
That is Wayne. He is the founder of the Pawpaw Pole. This is his 48th year pulling in that pole. And that's Goober, his son, that organizes it now.
I remember my dad actually when he actually
That's Scott Vivian. He's the president of ISP.
helped a buddy pull in the mid '90s. They would go down to Pawpaw all the time.
That's a John Deere diesel super.
I think this is meant
That's
for
Cole
you.
Faber's drive
Chuck.
shaft. It got twisted like a pretzel. And that's how you get yourself on Beer Money Pulling, is to pull your truck with an aluminum drive shaft. That's Joe McCloskey again. I think
Looks like he got
that's a 7,000
18
pound
seconds.
naturally aspirated super stock class that they pull down there. Simpsons always bring their tractors up to test hook at Mayhem and May here in
Yeah.
Richmond Center. That is Jason Worley in his 82 Dodge with a Duramax. And that's,
really
yeah.
cool.
Or his 82 Chevy with a it's got a Super Max, they call it, because
You don't see that too often.
you don't
with
see
that,
you don't
that
see an
style
old square
Chevrolet.
body
Yeah.
with a Duramax in it too often.
Yeah, and if you're watching on Facebook right now, we're at beermoneypulling.com. We do a live show every Monday night called Let's Grow Pulling. We're about to call Mark Hawthorne and talk about the Greene County Fall Nationals. Brandon, our main social media, what do you call yourself, Brandon? Social media superstar?
Wizard.
What?
Wizard.
Wizard. Okay. Ryan, what do you call yourself?
What do I call myself?
Yeah. Ryan.
guy?
I'm the video guy. All right, let's get Hawthorne on the phone. Fire him up a little bit, and then...
Yeah, they've had some interesting conversations over on the pull-off board.
yeah, they have with the light limit. I don't think we'll get into that.
No,
tonight.
we might want to leave that for another day.
Yeah. I'm going to end the live video. Keep talking a little bit while I get Hawthorne up, guys. Make something up, you know.
Just make something up. Sound like we're
We
professionals.
didn't say Jeff Ball, local
Yeah.
puller to us, pulls a Dr. Deere Super Farm. 6 wins in 4 days. 2 Badger State wins, 3 wins with Tri-State, and 1 win with South Central Wisconsin tractor pullers. That is quite the feat.
Yeah, too bad he had it ended up breaking his tractor though Saturday night, so he wasn't able to pull up in Kendall and up in Ridgeland for the WTPA finals. But that's still quite the
Chuck wants a
accomplishment.
thumbs up. So,
Yeah, because he was wondering. He was, I think, waiting for your comment on this.
Yeah, what's up with Chuck? What's up,
Eric
Chuck?
Harmison.
Aaron, oh,
You
no.
probably don't even know. Remember
The
that?
back, that's got the backdraft tractor. That real pretty with the fire paint on a Harmison's from Des Moines, Iowa. They had a...
Chuck. They must have had a fireball at Brooklyn. They pulled at Brooklyn Saturday night.
I saw his wife, Lori, I believe is his wife's name, and she posted a video, but I didn't catch it. It was on their Facebook page.
IPA mini rods pulled down at Mendota, where I was at Saturday. That's where Stacy Bunsen was. And
Yeah, I just got to do a quick shout out to Black Smoke Photography, Tammy Larson, and her daughter for WTPA. They actually gave me a T-shirt. So I had a great 3 weeks with them. So
I can tell when I have the headphones on. I can tell when you guys aren't
Yeah.
doing your job and talking into the microphone. Yeah. All right, Hawthorne. Here we go. Give Mark a call. We'll talk Greene County Fall Nationals. So,
always a great finale
Yeah.
for the Badger State Tractor Pullers down there, and the weather's been fantastic the last 2 years for them. So, and quite the polling year for Monroe.
I'm gonna turn you guys
Yep.
off. Okay, I got him turned up. Got him turned on. We can wait till he's
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Mark Hawthorne. Welcome to Let's Grow Polling here at the Beer Money Polling Team website. What's shaking the night, buddy?
No, just back relaxing right now.
Well, good. I like to hear that. So, Gaffney wanted to make sure you didn't have too many beers today when I interviewed you tonight. He said make sure
Yeah, well, didn't have to worry about that today.
you didn't have to worry about that today. Cool. So,
No.
hey, you see your volume's good. Stay right where you are, talking so everybody can hear you. Hey, so Greene County Fall Nationals coming up, 10th annual. Again, we do the show Monday night. Bigfoot Walworth this last weekend for soccer everywhere I go, Mark. I always try to help you out with
Awesome.
all that. So
Appreciate it.
poll starts at noon. The band starts at 8 p.m. Brought to you by Washington Implement. They're the big one up here on the top. We got Case IH, Bud Light, Budweiser, Schultz's Interstate Ag, LNS Truck Service, Carousel Grain Services. Now that's the Baiters, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. Pomps Tire, Badger State Ethanol, Jordan Implement, PDC out of Monroe, Rackhouse Family Sausage, Bell Signs. Is it Jung or Young Seed Genetics?
Young Seed Genetics.
Young, okay. The band is sponsored by the Swiss Colony, also Stone Mill Construction, Quest Industrial, and then you have a Lions Club logo on here as well. GreenCountyFallNationals.com, and you said you have a big thanks to Big Radio on here. I'm just looking at your poster right now, Mark, as we go.
Okay.
And talk about different things. So, what are some of your most touching stories that you've taken the money from this poll and given it to people? Like, what are the ones, like, I know, don't pick a favorite because we don't want to be that guy, but pick a couple stories that kind of maybe tear-jerky a little bit.
Oh boy, there's so many, and believe me, every benefit that we do, every family we help out, every organization we've helped start, there's stories, tear-jerkers. I mean, you just don't walk out with a dry face, and I guess that's why we do it. I would say that one of the cooler ones was the sheriff's department down here in Monroe wanted to start this thing for bracelets for people with dementia. They wander out of the house and go for water type deal, and they wanted to come out with this bracelet that is trackable from the squad car. And they were just going to start doing it, and we found out how much it was going to cost to get all the components and everything going and stuff, and we went and wrote them a check to get it started, because we figured, why wait a year? It was going to take them a year to raise the funds, and you could lose a life in a year. So we gave them $7,000 to get their equipment, and it was up and running just like that. So they've already used it a few times, done that from anywhere to losing little 3-4-year-old kids. We bought gravestones. Let's put it that way, and it's not. Nobody wants to do that.
No, I understand completely, but it's an amazing event. So, because I come down there, and if you're just joining the show, everybody on YouTube at our Beer Money Pulling Team Facebook page, our YouTube page, or at beermoneypulling.com. I'm talking to Mark Hawthorne right now, owner and driver of the Little Green Giant Light Limited Superstock Tractor, as well as the faces or behind the scenes of the Greene County Fall Nationals. But not living in Monroe, Mark. I mean, I buy pulling tires from you, and I've known you for a long time as a puller, but there are way more people than you that make this happen. Can you kind of talk about your team, that all the people involved that make this event happen?
They're awesome. It's family and friends. That's what it is. There's 4 of us that's a year-round job. My sister Heidi and my mom Joanne. Those two, between the websites and going out and getting the prizes for the drawing and just emailings and everything. Those guys are huge, but it's friends and family, and we just got a wonderful team.
No, and you can tell. I mean, you can tell you guys are so organized, and I know it probably wasn't like that those first couple years. And I know Brent and I bought the tractor, I think, in 2012, and Brent and I were actually down there in 2011 watching the track. And Mike, I really want to be part of this, and just very, very honored that you have our class there this year again. So again, if you're just joining, talking to Mark Hawthorne, Greene County Fall Nationals, gonna have the Badger State Pro Farm, the Limited Pro Stock. That's the class the Remedy pulls in. 466 Hot Farm, the Pro Stock Tractor, Super Semis. Glad to see you pick that class, Mark. As a point nut like I am, so many people make a living driving truck, Mark, and you know that, and they can so relate to that Kenworth, Peterbilt, Freightliner, that whole Super Semi thing. I'm really glad that you chose that class down there. I know the guys, maybe the numbers aren't as strong with the class this year, but you know what? It takes a couple years to get going, and to know that Badger State's a strong organization to pull with. Light Limited Super Stock, that's your class. The 2-wheel drive modified trucks, the Super Farms, and then I always like how you have the Unlimited Super Stock Tractor. So for fans that follow Badger State, we don't have any alcohol classes. You get a chance, like usually Jeff Hurt will come over. You've had Halls there in the past. Who are some of the other tractors that you've had in an Unlimited Super Stock class?
Cheesy Blackburn will be here. Texas Josh the other day, and they're going to have both of them there. So maybe and Hurt, and he's going to try with one. He's had some bugs with the other one, and you don't know what he's going to do with that. But anyway, we're hoping to put 8 in the class. But,
no, that'd be great. And that's a full day, Mark. I mean, you do a heck of a good job. So, and are you going to do the 2-sled thing like you did last year, where you have 1 sled ready at all times?
Yep, same thing. We'll do the same thing. It's worked. Just keep the show flying. There's no downtime between classes, no weight resetting, and we got a lot of things going on that day. It's it's just a full day of everything with the drawing, and we do have a quilt that my mom had made. There's 36 Badger State tractors and trucks on there. We're going to be raffling that off. We've got a bid up at $1,000 here right now, and we're going to finish it off the live auction that day. But that money is going to go to the local fire training school down here. It's the school that everybody from southern Wisconsin and northern Illinois use. So we're going to give the benefits back from that quilt.
Yeah, we got a picture of the quilt up right now on the show, so people can see that. That's a really great idea. And actually, I saw the NTPA did that as well when I was out in Bowling Green for Make-A-Wish. So I was really glad to see that you guys did that. Actually, I've known about that for quite a while because we were supposed to keep it a secret from you.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I got an email, I think, from your sister last fall. I mean, all the pullers did, asking for T-shirts. So
they all did a good job because I didn't know nothing about it. So.
Yep. Good deal. Good deal. So talk about the advance. How much longer do you do the advance ticket sales?
We usually run the advance ticket sales all the way up to the day for the pull, but this year we're going to be a day early. We're probably going to pull them on the Thursday, so which is the 22nd.
Okay, so what's the advantage?
If they're available.
Yeah, what's the advantage of getting an advance ticket, Mark, for everybody just listening?
So the advance ticket is $15. That gets you the pull, the band, and the drawing, and this is a free drawing, and it's a free band. Otherwise, it's $15 for the pull, $5 for the band, and no drawing. So we have 2,000 advance tickets available. And this is all a freebie. It's just to make fun for everybody that day to be able to purchase something and not have to spend extra money for a raffle ticket. So there's 40 prizes. We have a 42-inch Hustler mower. The grand prize, you get a 50-inch LED LG TV. There's 2 $500 gift certificates to Pomps. There's 10 $200 cash prizes. There are so many things that it's all freebie with advance ticket, but only 2,000 are printed. If they're gone, they're gone. But, then they still can pay for normal entry in the gate.
Yeah, no, that's a neat thing because, John and Stacy are giving away those prizes all day long, and people really, really like that. I mean, you guys give away some awesome stuff, and that's where, one way that helps grow this event, and you continue to grow it. I mean, I know it's an event people look forward to because we already have people, sending messages to the Beer Money Pulling Team. When is the Greene County Fall Nationals? And you're doing a good job branding, Mark, because they're not saying when is Monroe. They're saying when's the Greene County Fall Nationals, and you're doing a good job with that. And it's kind of that end of the year. And as the pullers and people who follow just Badger State, and that's not all of the fans that go to the Greene County Fall Nationals follow Badger State, and that's like
right.
every town we go to. I would say, I'm just guessing, 20% of the fans in the stands follow Badger State. It might be a little stronger in Monroe just because of the pulling heritage down in that area. But the rest of the people they're there to watch a good truck and tractor pull. But
right.
with the points being on the line, and it's always a lot of tight points races heading into Monroe, and that's the day we decide who's going to be the 2016 Badger State points champion, and that's something you want to hang your hat on. That's something you can have for a long time. So, let's talk about the Little Green Giant a little bit. How's the tractor been running so far this year?
Ups and downs. It actually detouring a little bit this year, keep the heads on here, but it's just it's consistent. We're staying together. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and I think are you leading points right now?
Yeah, we are. We are right now. I think it's an 8 or 10 point lead over Aaron. So I guess it'll come down to that day too. So
yep. And then that's only 4 or 5 spots, and so.
Yeah.
So that tractor will have to. And our classes, and I'm not trying to be that guy, Mark, but I'm being that guy. It's that close.
Well, that's why you finish it up. I tell you what, years ago back, I think it was 2006, I do believe, we had a 21-point lead going into Hillsboro, and they just signed Kendall a few weeks before that, and we blew a hole in the side of the block. Sitting in the line in Hillsboro, and we had a 1-point lead going into Kendall and couldn't unload it from the trailer. So, it can happen, and you still have to have a decent finish. So we'll give it a whirl.
Yep. Hey, we have somebody watching the show right now that wants to buy 2 tickets. How do they get the tickets? They just send a message to the chat.
Okay. If they do visit www.greencountyfallnationals.com, they will go on the front page and they will see where to send the ticket to. they'll send it to GCFN, $15 times however many. State people to be able to purchase these too, because one year the TV went to Texas, and they're like, "Oh, this is rigged." No, it was all legit. They were there from Texas last year with a guy from Pennsylvania win. So we want those guys buying tickets.
Yeah, so go to the Greene County Fall Nationals website. You can buy your tickets on there. And all the instructions are on there, right at the top of the page, right, Mark?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep, right in the front page.
Perfect. So, hey, let's. I'll let you get back to things, but how do you want to wrap up? Anybody you want to thank or talk about before? I mean, so again, talking to Mark Hawthorne, one of the promoters, event organizers of the Greene County Fall Nationals, September 24th, 2016. It's a Saturday at the Greene County Fairgrounds in Monroe. The poll starts at noon. The band starts at 8 p.m. We just got done talking about the tickets, Mark. $15 for a ticket, and if you buy this advance ticket, you get in all the drawings. You said there's 40 prizes, I think you said?
40 prizes, and they're least worth $100 a prize, but most of them are over 200.
Yeah. Trying to think, the first year, so this is the 10th. This is 10th. So you started in 06. What have been one of the favorite things I loved last year was your tribute before the poll to your local law enforcement and your fire department. That was awesome. Mm-hmm. What you did there. Did you get anything in store for us this year? Anything cool?
Yeah, we got a few things up our sleeve. We gotta see if we can make it happen. My mom's working on that too, so might go back to one of the old things, but this new one is going to be cool if we can make it work. But we're just going to leave it at that. We'll leave the surprise. Yeah, but see what we can do there.
You got to tease them a little bit, Mark. That's what it's all about. So
that's right. Yeah, that's right. I stand there before the poll, and it's hard to watch. I'll tell you what, with the flags and everything flying, and so.
It makes it all come together. So again, talking to Mark Hawthorne, Greene County Fall Nationals coming up September 24th, and hey, let's talk about is it Hawthorne Tire? Is that what we're calling it now? Your pulling business?
Yeah, it's pretty much Hawthorne Tire. It's changed multiple times, but now we're finally settled in, and with two machines and two cutters and everything else going on. So,
talk about the business a little bit. Go ahead, give it a plug.
Well, it's been busy, and I tell you what, I think everybody around the world that comes to us, and it's thrilling for people to call from Europe and how good our stuff's doing over there. And I always tell guys, you're not going to make everybody happy, but if you don't make them happy, you do what you can do to make them happy. But it's been swamped all summer long, but we'll be getting stock back up here and things back on the shelf and ready to go here for the fall here, crunch time.
Very, very good. Very, very good. Well, I just want to thank you for all that you do for Brent and I for our tire needs, and hopefully we can hang on to this little our lead that we have. We got Unionville this coming Friday, and then we'll wrap everything up Saturday, September 24th at the Greene County Fall National. So, Mark, thanks for taking time tonight. I know it's going to be crazy for you the next 3 weeks, but anything we can do at Beer Money Pulling Team, or I run the Badger State. I help run that, the Facebook page as well. Just make sure we stay on all that and help you promote it, because you're the last show in town, big guy, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So,
well, you guys do a good job helping promote it, and appreciate you guys and Badger State for hanging with us so many years and having to go through a long day of pulling this stuff. But I think now we're kind of settled in, and everybody knows their role and what to do. So.
Yep, and there is camping available, kids under 12 free. I just want to make sure everything. But really, the website's greencountyfallnationals.com. You can send questions to their Facebook page, Greene County Fall Nationals, the Badger State Facebook page, or Beer Money Pulling Team, and we'll help them out. So, Mark, thanks for everything, bud, and we'll talk to you soon. See you, bud.
All right, take care, guys.
Yep, bye.
Bye.
So you're back on, Ryan?
Yep.
Talk.
Yeah, can't wait for the Fall Nationals. That's always a great way to round out, especially the Badger State season, and just a great way for just to showcase the Badger State tractor pullers at the end of the season. And it's always been a great time and an amazing crowd, and hopefully the weather, like the last couple of years, have held off for them, and just a great fall day.
What I like about that event too is, with it being the end of the year, so we know the NTPA will be done. Sandwich, right? Do we say that? Sandwich, Illinois, September 10th, and the Inderley is always the weekend before. Yep. What's nice about this event,
pro polling is always
pro polling, yeah, because Wheatland wraps everything up.
Yep. So they're the last kind of hoorah for points battles.
And the
for
outlaw
people-
guys can come run.
Yep.
I mean, it depends upon their setups and stuff like that. I haven't been the outlaw website.
Well-
I know they start their chase tonight.
I believe so.
Is it Is it? They're somewhere in South Dakota. I don't know if you want when you get time if you want to go pull that up. But it's just it's a great event, and we know that we've been there. But you really, if you can't get a chance to go to Monroe Saturday, September 24th, you won't be disappointed. I think they have 9 great classes altogether, and it's just a really, really good. It's very, very organized, very well run, and you don't get to be Badger State Poll of the Year multiple years in a row without being well run. So,
Yeah, and especially when you have that many classes coming, you have to be pretty organized. I mean,
and the one thing to do, so he runs one big track, but he has 2 sleds. And I was going to copy that at Churn and Dirt this year, but the rain, we were going to have mud
Mother
races.
Nature didn't really
But that
stop
next
for
sled
it.
is set, so we know that, hey, the pro stocks are going to be next, and you're going to pull on this sled, and it's set, it's ready to rock. It's weighted, it's ready to go. So as soon as the class is done, they roll it out, and bang, bang, and it keeps the show moving all day long. And it is a party, but it's also, I think every fun pull kind of has the grandstands, kind of like your south side at Bowling Green and your north side your party. Now, I'm not talking about crazy run around strippers. I'm just talking about the people drinking some beer, having a good time. And I mean,
Normally
you
the
could probably
pit
find
side.
strippers if you wanted. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to I'm not taking that away if that's why you're coming, Ryan. So.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what we do.
Sure.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
So Hawthorne's right going, Schultz, why do you got to be that guy? So it's all good.
I guess just go to the beer money pulling trailer.
Yeah, that's well. We can figure something out. I'm not afraid.
No body paint.
Talk in your mic there, Brandon.
No more body paint.
Yeah, we got in trouble with Facebook the other day.
Yeah, I noticed because I
I-
took it on my
Yeah.
Facebook.
When Brandon drinks beer,
Facebook
Brandon,
jail.
if you wouldn't post it when you're sober, don't post it when you're drunk. That's your new rule.
I honestly thought I would get away with that one.
Yeah, I said embrace our fans, not get us kicked off of Facebook. So I mean,
Yeah.
but
Sorry, Chuck.
what's wrong with Chuck?
No strippers.
No strippers. Chuck disappointed.
Yep.
Chuck's not going now. He's sending his tickets.
See, there
back.
goes that 2 tickets that we had
Dang
sold.
it! I thought we did a good job. But the Greene County Fall Nationals, great poll. A lot of things going on there. I want to congratulate Jared Ripp with Farmer's Nightmare and Jamie Lars with the Blue Smoothie Express. Jared won the Pro Stock diesel truck, also known as 3.6. Jamie won the 3.0, also known as Limited Pro diesel trucks this year. With Badger State Tractor Pullers Mineral Point, wrap that up, right, Ryan?
Yep, so Elkhorn was for the Pro Stock diesel trucks. They had a
Oh,
great
okay.
showing. So they had, I think, 12 trucks show up between ISP and the Badger
Yeah.
State truck. So it had a great show.
ISP and Badger State, they really support each other well.
Yeah, especially when a poll is that close to the border,
They-
like Elkhorn.
ISP picks up classes from other organizations. They share their modified tractor class with MTTBA.
Yeah, they should.
They jump back and forth, and
I mean, state level organizations should work together to do that.
I know with the Pro Farm tractors too. I believe
Yeah, Badger
sometimes
State,
they,
yep.
if the schedule allows, they'll go back and forth because there's Pro Farm and Half Farm tractors in both areas.
I think for single turbocharged tractors, the Pro Farm is the biggest class ISP has.
yeah, they allow the 466.
Right, but I'm saying they're
With
640.
640s.
Right, so I mean that's their big boy class, and I know Jerry Mason supports that. I think they were doing well in points with the Green Mule from
Yeah,
Marseilles,
'cause I
Illinois.
believe the
Yeah.
way the schedule fell.
It was really interesting. They did a Calcutta auction with the 640 Pro Farms yesterday and raised just shy of $2,000 for the Lions Club.
So if you guys don't know what a Calcutta is, it's when you pull the tractors out onto the track and you basically you bid on the tractor you think's going to win, and then all the money is taken in total, and then half the money goes to the tractor to you who bought the tractor for American Family Children's Hospital. I actually bought the Remedy.
Reville's done that many of years too with the Super Farm class. So
Our stream's blinking out again. I don't know what's going on.
phoned in. No, it,
Smooth Street. It'll be on our
wait.
end.
It's.
I mean, it's
uncertain
like,
here.
oh, sitting here talking, yakking our traps, and then will it come back live with
let's
YouTube then?
see
How's that work?
here.
Figure this baby out. So we just got off the phone with Mark Hawthorne from the Greene County Fall National, September 24th. Got their poster here.
No, we're still
stuttering
output
a little
is
bit.
low.
Is it trying to go? Greene County Fall Nationals. We're just trying to get this thing. Come on, computer. Sometimes. Makes you go crazy. Crazy.
There you go. Now you're
Wait.
holding it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
But,
we're
yep.
back.
Maybe it just hasn't changed to green
Yeah,
yet up
so-
here.
Anyway, so we got off. Well, we're sorry about the technical difficulties. Our stream kind of cut in and out twice a day. We've never had it this bad before.
Yeah, normally we have at the beginning, then once
Yeah,
we
we get off
reboot
all-
everything,
yeah, we
it
get off
comes
everything.
back. So I'm not for sure.
We've been talking.
This
to
is
Green-
out of our hands.
Yeah.
The connection.
Yeah, but
issue.
still, we want to have a decent show.
Chuck
No, but-
says welcome back.
Chuck says
Yeah.
welcome back. Cool. Well, we got one viewer, so that's cool.
Yeah.
So let's why don't
Chuck.
you talk? You talk about Ridgeland, talk some NTPA,
Okay.
and then what time is it? Should we try to take some live calls tonight?
We can talk about Chuck. We can talk about Chuck's tractor.
Yeah, we
Chuck
can.
took 3rd and 5th with the Leprechaun Tri-County Mini Rods on Saturday. Congratulations, Chuck.
Pretty
on-
good job. Ryan, why don't you talk about what you got to go through Ridgeland
Sure.
and everything?
Yeah, so I'll just if you've never been to Ridgeland, this was my first experience, and this is before showtime, so it's not even a capacity crowd yet. And if you notice, they built grandstands on top of a hill. That the picture is more deceiving than how steep that hill is actually. And
Do they drink beer there?
yeah, they have.
do drink
They
beer?
have.
It's
You can
Wisconsin.
see in the left or right corner, depending on which way you're looking. There's a little beer booth up here, right next to the grandstands, right here. And then they have one down here, and then there's one on this side. But you see the people walking up and down the hill, and then you definitely get your workout at Ridgeland. My estimate between the two sides, they probably had anywhere between 3,000 and 5,000 people.
How big's the town?
300 people. This is, so this was the season finale for WTPA points, and they crowned some Region 3 champions. They crowned in Light Super, Super Farm, and Limited Pro. So the winners there get to advance on to the Enderley Pull-Off, which is September 17th down in Urbana, Ohio. So congratulations to the Just a Case team, Something Fierce, Super Farm, and the Hampton Hooker won it for
That's a
Limited
good run.
Pro.
That's a good one in
He
4-1.
beat out the Instigator by 1 point. So that's how close it was for their limited pro class. They had 7 classes they pulled that night, and they had anywhere from mini rods, and they had a couple semis show up as well. So they had a wide range of classes, and it was a good night. They've had some weather issues the last 2 years. They got rain out. Rain hit them last year, but they were able to get in pretty late, and then they got rained out 2 years ago. So
Who is that? Like the Lions Club, or who puts that on? Did you see? Was it
it's
a group?
the
or?
Richland Fair.
Okay.
So they
So
have
that's
a little
still fair?
carnival. Yeah,
Okay.
they do have a little carnival in town, and the Snowmobile Club I do know has like the beer sales.
Okay.
So I don't know if they're the actual pulling committee, but I do know if they sell the food and the alcohol there. But I do know it's the Ridgeland Fair, so I don't know if they have a polling committee or who that would be. But great time. I have actually the last 3 weekends got to go to a WTPA event, fit it in the schedule.
Where'd you
Went
go?
to
Where'd you-
Wausau.
Wausau? The
3 weeks ago.
525?
Yep, the 525.
Yep.
That's a great poll, a great facility.
That-
they had
they
rain.
just built that facility.
Yeah,
Like 5 years ago.
5 years
They have a
ago.
huge ice race up there.
Yep, January.
Yep.
January or February, something like that.
Yeah, I think January.
And they everywhere else got rained out that weekend, and they were able to get it in. It actually helped being on a racetrack that
Yeah.
weekend because they were able to just kind of peel it off, and underneath they had a great track. And then last weekend up in Waiwega for the North-South 300. And so again, shout out to Tammy Larson. She actually gave me a WTPA shirt to wear while I was there. And then with Chris Clark, we kind of were jabbing back and forth with some Badger State WTPA jokes. So it was a good time just to kind of pick back and forth. So, but if you do definitely get a chance over Labor Day weekend, Ridgeland is a great poll. It's quite a ways up there. You're north of Eau Claire, so you're up in the Northwoods up there, and just a little town north of Menominee. So if you're familiar with the EW Stout area. But again, it was just a great poll. They had 7 classes. They probably had close to between 60 and 70 competitors, I would say.
Awesome.
Somewhere in that range. So a lot of polling vehicles showed up. Congratulations to Colin Burkholtz picking up a win with the WTPA again, win the Light Pro. He had a tremendous pass. I think he went 340 or something like that. And Chris Clark, if you check his Facebook page, has some great pictures of that, of his tractor. And I was teasing him. Every poll I've been to that I was videoing for, and they were there, he's won. So I said I need a little percentage of his winnings for.
Yeah.
So.
You're live on Facebook right now as well. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, we gotta promote this thing.
Yeah,
At least
yeah.
Facebook will work half the time. So this is Ryan Zolik has been talking the last couple minutes. He does video for Clint Tucker. Does all our video. He's our You're our controller operator guy, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, I tell people I'm your producer.
You're a producer, cool.
Yeah.
So when we're like Howard Stern, we're gonna make this thing happen. So
Yeah. So and I will be down in Unionville. So
cool
as well. So I'm looking forward to that.
So we're live on beermoneypulling.com right now. Also our YouTube page, Beer Money Pulling. We're about up to 1,000 subscribers now, guys, on our YouTube page. It's getting up there. Went over 1 million video views now. Been kind of pushing out the last couple months. Starting to use Snapchat more, Instagram. Brandon does a good job with that as well. He's the social media wizard of the Beer Money Pulling team. But I want to talk about Redneck Rally a little bit. That's our last charity event of the year in Richland Center. We're gonna have what do we got, guys? So I wanted to put into fruition what we've been talking about on the show. We talk about people where pull-off's gone, and if you're a builder, I've been trying to mail some sponsor letters out there and different things like that too. And Brandon, thank you for connecting us with Worley. And they did a $250 class sponsor for the Outlaw Diesel truck class. That is Midwest rules. But we're talking Richland Center, Wisconsin, Saturday, October 8th. We're going to do a 3.0 diesel truck class. We're going to do some shootouts. We're going to have some qualifiers. So we're going to run all the trucks together. And then we're going to take the top half of the class to the finals and the bottom half to the consolation. And 3 classes right now we have the shootouts for. I'm going to make sure every one of those pullers gets something for coming up. So Jason Hill from Platte City, Missouri thinks we'll get 30 3.0 trucks. I guess we're running into Rudy's Jam.
That's going out.
Is that in South Carolina?
Yeah.
So
Julian, North Carolina.
So we're going to lose maybe some of the 3.0 trucks from the PPL.
Yeah, because if you're running for points, it is a point.
Is that the Midwest?
Yep, so I think the Midwest trucks and then also the Champions. Yeah, I mean,
so,
but like the Midwest trucks.
But like the classes we're having is 3.0, 3.6.
So even the 3.6 trucks.
Yep, we're going to lose some of them.
So, yeah.
But those aren't national type classes.
No.
You know what I mean? Like the 4.1 class.
But if you're in the points race, you're going to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
I get it. No, but I want to grow this into having where it's one of the bigger purses of the year.
Yeah.
So what we do, we take last year's attendance and we put a budget together, and then I figure out how much we can pay out. Like we have a $30,000 entertainment budget for the grandstand. So I got 4 monster trucks coming in because that's something we talk about. You got to do more to bring in new fans to these events. So we got 4 monster trucks, and we're gonna have the American Mini pullers are gonna be 11 a.m. Brandon, are you still pulling a garden tractor?
Yes, Chuck's bringing his garden tractor up so I can pull it.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna be busy. Are you actually gonna take any pictures that day, or are you just
He can take a picture of a selfie of himself as he's driving the garden tractor.
Yeah, we can hook a GoPro or something up.
Bob Chapman says, "Are your outlaw classes running nitro?" Nitrous? I don't know. I don't know. So go to if you're wondering about go to hybridredneck.com. The outlaw class is for street trucks. Yes, outlaw can run nitro. Anna Thomas is right there. So yeah, Bob, you can run nitrous. But that outlaw diesel truck class, I think the normal purse is like $500. We threw 1,000 at it. Was that right? About 500?
Yeah.
We threw 1,000 at it. The event did.
Normally to win with Midwest is 125.
Yeah, but these are street diesel trucks too.
Yeah.
So I mean, so their normal payout's $500 total. We threw $1,000 at it, and then Worley already threw $250 at it. And I mailed out literally 80 sponsor packets over the weekend. I sat down with the Puller magazine and Full Pull and Puller. What are all different magazines? I got them right here. So let me think here. Pro Pulling. If you're a sponsor in Pro Pulling, you're getting a letter from us. NTPA, the Full Pull,
the Puller,
the Hook, the Puller. Yep, I went through the Puller magazine as well to get all that going on there. So anyway, we're talking about Richland Center October 8th. Go to hybridredneck.com. But we did with like the light pros and the limited pros. So the light pros like Colin Burkholz. We talked about Colin.
Yep.
Him and Doug. The 8,500 tractors are all going to run together, and that's will be their qualifier. We'll take the top half to the finals, the bottom half to the consolation bracket. Then we'll run all the 95 limited pros together, like the Remedy. Top half to the finals, bottom half. But in the finals, everybody will weigh 9,000. So we're gonna combine. We're gonna combine the light pro and lumber. And Clint Tucker gave me that idea. I'm not saying anything fancy like that. Zach Howell's been helping me with it. Talked to Josh Hopkins. He's from Providence City, Iowa. We've got a lot of different things going on there. So we're pretty excited about all that. So, but we also have snowmobile, grass drags, ATV drags, kids pedal pull. We're gonna do some UTVs and tough trucks. Trying to get a bunch of different stuff set up there. So if you want to sponsor, go to hybridredneck.com or send a message to the Beer Money Pulling Team page. Just looking for $250 class sponsors. And I encourage all the pullers, go hit up your vendors, the people that you spend thousands of dollars with every year, to kick $250 into this purse. Because we're not going to keep the money. We're getting it. We're putting it right back into the purse. And I want to be able to do that. So So somebody says, watching you live from Red Granite, Wisconsin. What club is doing the garden tractors? American Mini Pullers is doing the garden
and
tractors.
they have a Facebook page, and I think they also have a website, but I don't know if they maintain anymore.
And
but they do have a Facebook page.
We're trying to do, trying to get sponsorship for Tri-County Mini Rod Pullers as well as American Mini Pullers. So a lot of good things going on there. So, Brandon, what time is it, bud?
It is 7:58.
So, what time do you want? What do you want to talk about here before we wrap the show up?
Also on October 8th.
Yeah, I guess you're not the voice. You're the
Yeah.
camera guy.
Yeah. Also on October 8th, I don't know if you met go on a rope team at Bowling Green.
Go down the rope. Yes, I did.
They're doing a Make-A-Wish benefit pull that night.
Okay.
It's in Columbiana County Fairgrounds, Lisbon, Ohio. They have a Facebook page for it, Night of Mayhem.
Okay.
Just look it up. That'll be for, it's all USA East full pull productions classes. So
Cool. Ryan?
I just want to. I had a great way to round out the unofficial end of summer with 4 polls in 4 days or whatever it was. So hit 3 different organizations. Next week, a lot of traveling. So I'm gonna try hitting Unionville, Missouri, and then hopefully the weather holds out for Mabel, Minnesota. Or Tri-State, if you're in the Minnesota or southeast Minnesota area, definitely look out for Mabel. That's a great pull with the Tri-State pullers.
Beautiful place to pull.
So,
I'm thinking of heading out there. So.
yes, they also have the steam and gas show, I believe.
So a lot of old trucks and tractors and stuff
so if
like
you just
that.
like looking at that, that's last year was my first year going up there and had a great time and a lot of different stuff that comes out with the Tri-State pullers because of everyone else's schedules pretty much
Yeah,
open.
I mean,
so.
they take advantage of it. It's just part of the deal.
Yeah.
People still want to hook them a couple more times. That's why the Redneck Rally is so popular.
Yeah.
We have a lot of pullers that come to that. So
Yeah, you don't have to worry about points or
Right.
it's the end of the year, so it's
You're going to tear it down.
Yeah,
You're gonna
yeah.
tear it apart anyways. You might as well try and break it. So
not try to break it, but if you break it, you're not going to be a sad.
crank the fuel up as
Yeah.
far as.
But we're doing an open stock 485, 530. Matt Ingham's working with Jeff Gawley on super stock rules, trying to get that more, I guess, for everybody. So, and again, the remedy will be in Unionville, Missouri at the Putnam County Fair this Friday, and then we're going to wrap up at Greene County Fall.
Yeah, and the
So-
Platteville Dairy Day is coming up on Friday as well, thanks to Chuck. And then in Darien, there'll
gotta-
be a Saturday for the Tri-County Mini Rods.
We got to do a
Saturday.
shout out too. Give me a second to find.
So-
Somebody said Addison, Vermont's having something. Let me
So,
check the
yeah, so
Facebook page.
I know the Platteville Dairy Days. That's always a good poll.
And they're doing an ECI sweep there for the 401
Yeah, for the
class. I
401.
think $1,000 to win.
Yeah, so they got already a competitor list that they.
The remedy's
had.
on the poster,
Yeah.
so that made me
Now,
happy.
has your dad pulled with them?
Yeah, he
because
did.
he was on their list. He pulled a couple other polls.
He did,
with
yeah.
them, so-
Greg Carson had my dad went to the Cubs game with his wife, my stepmom, and they did that. So
Sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that will be their end of the season point. I don't know. Do they did a point or was it just a special?
just a sweep.
Yeah,
those
just a
those 5
sweep,
polls.
yeah.
Cherokee Manning says September 17th benefit poll in Addison, Vermont. So that's a lot of stuff going on there.
It's a flyer.
Yep. There's a new page, Brandon. This JD Half wants us to. What's it called? Wild Stallion Pulling Team. Yeah, Wild Stallion Pulling. Check that out, guys. And Wild Stallion.
If you're a Minneapolis Moline fan, watch for a lot of pictures this week because Mendota, Illinois is a home of a Del Monte factory that only used Minneapolis Moline tractors. And there must have been 50 or 75 Moline tractors at the pool at Pawpaw. I got a lot of cool pictures if you like the yellow ones.
Those will do well. I've been talking to some of the legend pullers, guys. I don't know. So at Bowling Green, I met like Mike Ott, and he's one of the blue shirts, and then Kevin Dick has the American Legend, the Spirit of 76 tractor. Some of these, I saw the Super Banana Run from the Indy Super Pull days, Lloyd McVeigh,
Yep.
stuff like that. So I'm trying to get 3 or 4 of those legend pullers to come up here. I'm not supposed to announce anything yet because they have a poll on the 9th. What they want us to see what's still running. But like
yeah.
the Bossy project, the first 4-engine mod ever with a cross box to make them all work together, might be coming to Richland Center. The Spirit of 76. These old school tractors, they're going to make 2 exhibition passes and at the Redneck Rally on October 8th. And then bringing some guest announcers in as well. Bringing Andrew Armstead and Charles Poshin from the Sidetrack crew from the Pulling Radio Network. They're from Michigan, and they're going to come over and announce the poll. I just want to bring in a different personality, and they're fun, and they fit what we do. They're
Baby Maker this year?
no, Baby Maker will be there.
Baby Maker?
He'll still be doing it, but I mean, I want to bring in some voices we don't get to hear, and I think that adds to the whole show as well. So, But let's wrap this baby up. It's after 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's Labor Day. Thanks to all the people watching. Sorry about the technology difficulties we lost our stream a couple times.
Yeah.
We're still kind of doing a makeshift studio in the basement here. But we're going to have a nice studio here, within a couple months, just trying to finish off the dining room upstairs with some doors, actually, once we get the doors.
It's like building the pulling tractor. It takes time.
Yeah, gotta custom build those parts.
Yeah.
So, thanks, everybody, for watching. Continue to support us on Facebook. Send all your questions, comments there. Chuck, thanks for being our monitor. Yeah, let's call him the monitor.
Chuck wants to know where's Kenny. Why isn't he coming?
I don't. Kenny, who killed Kenny? Kenny's in Idaho. That's a long ways away. So. Michigan's far, but Idaho's a lot farther. So.
Yeah, they can at least come across the lake.
Yeah. Thanks for watching tonight, guys. We are going to figure out how to put this on iTunes, the audio only, very, very soon. Talk to you guys later. Bye.